problem or a trouble or some sort of worry of some sort on the green cards. So red card is a first name, yellow card is an adjective, and a green card is the object of the sentence. All right? Okay, so if you have if we're doing this, if you had a red card, you should write Casper. If you have a yellow card, you should write friendly. And if you have a green card, you should write ghost. But we're making up brand new ones. We'll be back to you in a second. When you're done with them, hold them up so Gary can collect them.
And half the crowd is thinking, Mark, this is too much like school.
How many people thought that? All right, see? All right. Your next assignment. The other day, in the news, a whole bunch of people were thrown out of Disneyland for disorderly conduct. Show us a good way to get kicked out of Disneyland.
Well, we're not using these anymore? Oh, never mind.
None of those.
Never?
Okay, show us a good way to get kicked out of Disneyland.
Oh, I know. It happened to me. Can I make this one an autobiographical one?
Kicking out of Disneyland?
Being thrown out of Disneyland. A reason for them to eject you from Disneyland. Think of all the other places you've been where they've kicked you out and add mouse ears to them. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
I have another one.
No, I wanted to explain this one.
All right, go ahead.
Real quickly. In 1970, I was a hippie, and I went to Disneyland, and I wore this Mickey Rat t-shirt. I didn't even make it. I bought it, it was an underground comic character. They said, if you don't buy a Mickey Mouse shirt and take that one off, we're throwing you out of Disneyland. So I folded, and they folded my money. There you go.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right. We have now collected the cards. We are now going to invent 3 new characters with 3-barrel names. Floyd, you're a great designer of characters. Let's see. Read his first name. Hobble. Who wrote this one and how do you pronounce it?
Oh, how many Finnish people are in the crowd? I think that's...
I wrote that. In Spanish is mean, please, let's control. Go.
Yes, how do you pronounce that? All right, we're going to go to the next one. All right.
What is it?
We'll take Thelonious. Thelonious, the flatulent meerkat. Design Thelonious, the flatulent meerkat. Good. All right.
That's actually in development over at Disney right now.
All right.
But they call it Walt Disney's Thelonious.
Just draw Garfield.
Barnaby, Barbie's not going to be doing that. Okay. Barnaby, the continent raccoon. Scott?
Wow,
Continent raccoon.
that's my specialty.
All right. Sergio, you get to design, oh, this is easier, it says, Skip, the drunk, rock star, hi Sergio. That's the order they came up in. Skip, the drunk rock star. Skip. It's a name, it's a name.
Oh, that's the name, it's not like skipping anything.
No, but he could skip if he wanted to, but if he's drunk, he might fall down.
Okay, skip.
All right.
Start. Okay, let's make a gag out of that.
That's kind of the premise. He's supposed to be kind of, at least mildly amusing.
Can I use this like instead of submarines? Can I put an audience?
What do you think? Anybody want to pick up this show? No. 16 weeks? 10 weeks. Half-hour special.
They get a toy tie in this thing.
Yeah, I think so. This one is Durwood the constipated bear. And Durwood is really mad because his name, Barnaby, is shitting in the woods, and that's what bears do. Sorry, kids.
All right.
I meant poop. Really smelly, runny poop.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. It is time to play. It is time to play the first round of our game called Secret Words. For this game, if you haven't seen it, I bring up someone from the audience who I've asked to be here. And I've got here a gentleman who's a good friend of mine. You may recognize this gentleman from an awful lot of TV shows and movies. He was a regular on Mork and Mindy for a while. He was in the movie Spies Like Us. He was one of the creative people behind the TV show Bobby's World. You welcome my friend Jim Stahl. Jim, come on up here.
I didn't know you knew him.
I didn't know I was going to be doing this.
Yes, you did. You didn't know this. Your wife said you were fine with doing this. She told me this.
Well, if your wife says it's good, then you can enjoy it.
All right. Anyway, this is a game called Secret Words. I'm going to show 3 words to the audience and to the cartoonist. You will be the only person in the room who has not known the 3 words that you will have to guess. Scott, would you get envelope A open, please? And I will show the words. After everybody sees the words, we will turn you around, and the cartoonist will do drawings. They're intended to convey the word to you. You have to guess the word based on what they are drawing. For example, we had Lorraine and we do this one time. The word was yellow, and these guys do lemons, and they do submarines, and they do all sorts of things. So you kind of look for what they have in common. And it took Lorraine about 45 minutes to get one. So, all right. Anyway, you got the words?
We've all got the cards.
Okay, that's that word. Show the word. Let's show the word to the audience.
Okay.
Don't turn, Jim. Don't turn around. Show the words.
Now, right?
Right.
You're standing in front, so I want to see that it's in the middle. All 3?
All 3.
There
Right?
you go.
Everybody memorize the words.
I have a different card. No, I don't.
No, I have a card.
Okay.
They revoked his green
Take the
card.
words off the screen and hide them.
Okay,
Take the words off the screen. And don't let your 3x5 cards get on the screen, gentlemen. All right, Jim, turn around. Now let's step back a little so you can see all three screens decently here. All right. Gentlemen, you start drawing the first word. You have to guess aloud.
Okay.
Guess what the word is that they're drawing. Give them a minute to get launched here.
Hot babe. No.
Don't feel dumb. I wouldn't have gotten through this yet either. So.
Let's see.
Sergio.
No. I can see why you think that, but yes. Sergio. Well, yes, that's how Sergio spells it. All right. I'll give you a hint. I think the diamond was supposed to be seen as something that was flawless. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
How about a millionaire?
No.
No, see, a lottery winner would be, that's somebody's goal, it's an ideal.
How you draw that circle that goes
Oh, I know.
I think he's drawing a Comic-Con with not as many people in it.
This is an impossible word.
Yes, that's why I give it to you.
You know, that's it. Think of this piece of paper.
Okay, he's drawing off the screen.
We can't see what you're drawing.
Okay, now it's just right.
Okay. Things that are ideal, perfect.
All right, good.
See, you're a writer.
You get easier from here on in.
Oh, they do?
Yes.
I thought I was done.
No, you got two more to do. How many game shows did you want in your lifetime?
See, I was on Match Game.
Okay. This is tougher.
All right. Okay, that looks like a broken lamp, and it's are those the fairly godparents?
No, they're just Sergio characters. Well, Floyd's drawing may help you more than anybody else's.
Okay. Things that wake you in the night. And scare you. A cast? Hurt?
It's a leg that is...
Broken?
No.
Broken? Fractured? Injured? Injury? Hurt?
Oh, this is easy.
Boobs?
With a theme going here, you have these broken objects. You have large breasts. You have...
And they just go together often.
This was supposed to be
You
a
have a Russ
soccer.
I
Meyer?
knocked over the lamp with my large breasts.
Synonym? Give me a synonym for broken.
Fractured, cracked.
Those are all imitations of man, right?
This guy's in bed with a woman. You might find that.
This is it.
He's busted.
Got it! All right. Okay. Here's the third word. Third, you get to sit down after this.
Thank goodness, these people are getting bored out here.
No, they're not getting bored. They're having a very good time watching you sweat.
Writing Bobby's World scripts was easier than this.
Did you ever shake hands with Howie Mandel?
You know what? The truth be known, when I first knew him when he was doing stand-up and he was doing my television show, Laugh Tracks, he did shake my hand, and then he excused himself to go to the bathroom. And I learned later that every time he shook someone's hand, he would wash his hands.
Yeah, right.
And return. But now he just does elbows.
It used to be, like in Burbank, I would feel confident if a restaurant had an A in the door. Now I feel confident if they have an autographed picture of Howie. All right.
I thought you were going to say, now he shakes hands, but he's a compulsive masturbator.
That was the word that the raccoon didn't do. All right.
Folks, it's time to talk to your kids.
Okay, secret, quiet.
Quiet. You got it. Nice having Mr. Jim Shaw. Thank you. All right.
You're the guy that's worn out.
That's right. That's tough. As you may have heard, Thor is now a woman. That's right, Thor is now a Disney princess. Let's think of another character who needs to have a sex change and have these gentlemen draw what that would look like. What? That's too easy. That one's too easy. That's been done. What? Galactus. Scott, Galactus as a woman. What? All right, give me another one. Somebody. What? Popeye. Floyd, Popeye as a woman. All right, one more.
A woman Popeye.
What? Sergio as a woman. Sit down and draw.
If Sergio was a woman, men would say, wow, look at the chin on that one.
Is Jack Mendelson in the room anywhere? Is Jack?
Who do you think's been writing my lines?
Scott, tell us what you're doing later today.
First, I'm using the bathroom. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, and I forget what room it's in, I'll be doing my oddball comic show. So the last couple of years I've done the sex, drugs, and rock and roll show, but I haven't decided. I'm gonna ease off. We're gonna do a more general instead of a genital kind of presentation. And but don't worry, you can bring your kids to it. People always go, is it safe for me to bring Junior too? And it's like, yeah, they're all really weird, strange, filthy comics that were sold on the newsstands to kids. And that's why our generation started taking drugs. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. What are you going to be doing later, Mark?
More panels.
Come on, tell us. Tell us more.
The cartoon voice panel follows this. And later
Come on, you're so proud of all those panels. I want to hear a whole list.
I don't even remember what they are.
They haven't slotted us enough time for the whole list.
No, they haven't. Anyway, where can people find you when you're not drawing here?
People will find me in the exhibit hall right next to this man. We have the same distance between us down there in Hall A, and you're I-9 and I'm I-8, right? I-7. And, yeah, I have that effect.
Could the
It's
tech
called
crew-
busted.
Could the tech crew do something about Sergio's projector?
No, it's very simple.
Anyway, come by and see me and commission a drawing from me.
There we go. Okay, I stopped a gentleman down in the hall a little while ago and asked him to come up here. Is he here anywhere? I don't see him. All right. We will move on. Let's play another game of secret words. I got a gentleman someplace in the, where is he sitting here? Tom? Where's Tom sitting? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the main writers on The Simpsons for the cleverest man I know. This is Mr. Tom Gamble.
I'm not a main writer, I'm just there part-time.
You're a part-time writer. Tell these people some of the TV shows you've written over your career.
Well, most of
What
them,
was the first show you wrote for?
Saturday Night Live. But then most of them you haven't heard of, but I worked on Seinfeld and I worked on a show last year with Seth Green called Dads. And a great show called Pitch that nobody ever, The Pitch, that was really funny. And,
You ever work on a show with Gary Shandling?
yes, it's Gary Shandling show.
Okay. You work on another show with Gary Shandling?
I didn't work on the
Oh, okay. All right. Good.
Well,
Anyway.
you worked on the news show, my favorite.
Yes, worked on the new show. Worked on a lot of flops.
All right. And you have a comic. You have your own comic strip.
Yeah.
Called The Doozy.
Yeah, that's sort of the flop category too.
All right. You know how this is played?
I think so.
Okay, good. Scott, you can envelope B open, please. Everyone will see the words except you. Put the words up whenever you can.
Sorry. I'm not good at multitasking. Mark, can you move over?
Down slightly.
Thank you. There you go. Hey, you already know the second one.
All right. Take that away. Thank you. Tom, come out here. All right. Gentlemen, would you begin drawing, please?
All right, here we go. Nothing. Looks like a Martian out of space. Oh, Shrek. Disney stinks. Scott, I can't tell what that is. Shout, yell, a sneeze, gesundheit. Hello, everybody. Stop. This is Martian talk. Spanish, burping, sneezing, vomiting, shattered, tick busted, ticked off, big ass, hairy legs, grotesque, grossed out. I'm not even close. I've said about every word in the crying. Are they happy?
But what he drew first was a great hint.
Yeah,
Martian, Shrek.
but I'm the second one, remember.
Shrek, black, yak, is it those boobs? What is it? Hand, reaching out, screaming. Oh, monster. Scream, yell, shout, bellow, another word for scream. Shrek? Did you draw Shrek? And what, did Shrek scream in a certain way? Oh, shriek! Okay, now I do it.
Lucky I didn't draw Shecky Green.
I love having the microphone though. I've got you under my skin. Hi, where are you from?
Alaska.
Excellent. Alaska, really?
Yes, Anchorage.
I was just Anchorage. You know, this is a true fact. People in Fairbanks are very snobby about Anchorage. They go, oh, they're from Los Anchorage, because they've like given it. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, you've been a wonderful contestant. What did she get? What do we got here? Shrek, Matt, Sergio, Would Be Worried, Alfred, Smug, Smile. Is it something about the... Oh, he's sitting patiently. He's waiting to show something to Mad Magazine. No, it's a plumber. It's a publisher. Bill Gaines. Gaines, he gained weight. Am I close? Gaines. He's Al Feldstein. Come back here. I need some help. Sergio. Oh, come on. It's something about Mad Magazine, right? Pitt. Freelance. Sergio. Oh, writers. Artists. Idiots. So, you two having a good time?
Absolutely.
Where are you from?
Lots of different places.
Oh, all right, we'll move on. How about you? Oh, where are you from?
Guatemala.
Oh, muy bien.
Hey, bienvenido.
Oh, you got a third word?
Are you finished with Jimmy Brogan's act?
What's the next? Asking people where they're from? Oh, yeah. Okay, our third word, money, dollar, bill, Bill Gaines, Shrek, idiot, thousand, K, $1,000, okay, millionaire, no, thousand, it's a bill in a puddle. It's a bill, it's a flying away. It's money going away. It's my wife, right? Wait, Sergio, what are you doing? Grand Canyon, it's huge. Oh, Grand, okay, thanks.
I think we should get him up there. I want to sit down for a while.
Next time you also should invite him to draw. He's a very good artist. He's better artist than writer.
Better than that Seinfeld crap.
Yeah, right.
All right, your next assignment, gentlemen, let's see what I got here. I recently had a physical, and I had to have a stress test. And I just suggested they let me watch Fox News for an hour. If they wanted to give you a stress test, what would be a good way to put you under stress? A way to cause stress for a stress test in you. You're getting a stress test, so they have to induce stress in you. What could they do to make you have stress? What would stress do?
Yeah, that's about it. Keeping up with these two geniuses, you think I'm not stressed? Sergio and I have just been signed to star in a movie, The Thing with Two Brains. Or actually, it should be The Brain with Two Things. That sounds like a porn.
Hey, I'm trying to get a staff job on the Tom Gamble show.
Oh, yeah. I'll sharpen your pencils, sir.
Are we done? Oh,
You know when you be friends for too long, you know?
We buy our clothes at the Big, Tall, and Mutated shop.
All right, these gentlemen are doing a very fine job, but I think they need a little help. I'm going to bring 3 more cartoonists up to play a game which we call Below the Belt. You'll see why in a minute. All right?
I'm gonna get out my dirty pencil.
Okay. I would like to introduce to you, Sergio and I just did a comic called Gru versus Conan, which has just come out, and you see the thunderous applause for Gru versus Conan. Sergio drew all the sessions through, and the Conan sessions were drawn by the gentleman who draws a lot of the Conan comics and is the current artist on Prince Guy, Mr. Tom Yates. Tom, come on up here. We have one of the best cartoonists in the alternate press. She's responsible for years for the strip Story Minute. More recently, a great comic called Murderville. Carol Lay. Carol, come on up. And a gentleman who is responsible for Bongo Comics and a lot of the Simpsons comics and Futurama, Mr. Bill Morrison. Bill, come on up. Tom, come down here. Tom, come down here. Come down here, Tom. Okay. Carol will be here momentarily. She's doing something. All right. Now, okay, you are honor bound to face this way and not look at the screens. I'm going to ask Floyd, Sergio, and Scott to draw the top half of a person, a creature, whatever they want to, out of their own imaginations, down to the belt. Give the character a belt and leave half the space, bottom of the space, for the other person to draw. You draw the top half. Well, I'm talking with these people here. Bill, you brought a book down with you.
I did bring a book.
Tell me about this book, Bill.
This book is actually for you because you wrote the introduction.
Oh, thank you.
This is a book that CAPS, which is an organization of cartoonists that Sergio and Mark started years ago with Don Rico.
Where is Carol?
She'll be right back. Yeah, she's coming back.
Okay, I gotta guard her from seeing the screen.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll talk. Do you want me to talk about the book? Okay. So, our good friend Stan Sakai, many of you may know that his wife Sharon has been ill, and his insurance doesn't cover a lot of the enormous medical bills that have been mounting up. So the cartoonist community got together and donated artwork that we then auctioned on eBay to raise a lot of money. But so much great artwork came in that we got the idea to do a book. And at first we were thinking of doing a little sketchbook. And then when the quality of art that was coming in, when we saw it, we thought, this deserves a bigger treatment. So we went to the fine folks at Dark Horse who publish Usagi Yojimbo and asked them if they would be interested in publishing a book of this incredible work that was coming in. And Mike Richardson, in a nanosecond, agreed to pay for the whole thing. It's a complete benefit book. So all the money's going to Stan and Sharon. All the cartoonists donated their work. Most of them, not only for the book, but also for the auction. We've raised a ton of money, and the book continues to raise money, and it's available at the Dark Horse book booth. I've said book so many times that I can't stop saying book. The Dark Horse booth, which is booth number 2615. And I understand they ran out, but more came in today, so they've got a fresh stock of these. And Scott's in the book, Sergio's in the book, Mark's in the book, I'm in the book, some of the most incredible cartoonists you've ever seen. So please pick it up.
Sergio has started.
No, cover it up first.
No, Sergio's drawing his cover so he can go up. Give Bill,
I'm done.
okay, leave it there. Bill, you go on up. Tom, you go up and finish the drawing Scott was doing. And we'll wait for Carol. I don't know what. Oh, there she is. Okay, Carol, you didn't see what Floyd did, Drew, did you? Okay, go up and finish Floyd's drawing. You can go this way. Here. top is, just draw from the waist down. Guys, you can look, you know what the drawing is. I would like to point out that Tom is the first artist in a print draw to ever get out a brush.
More hair.
All right?
Okay.
When you're finished? All right? Just go stay there. Stay there. Okay? You have 10 more seconds. Okay. All right. Okay, all finished? Pencils down. All right? Tom, would you unveil your drawing and show it to the world? See what you guys created together. And Carol, would you unveil your drawing? There we go. Good.
We're going to draw the hands.
Ron, quick.
Floyd, would you face away? Take a new page, and gentlemen, and Carol, you draw the top half of a creature of things. Scott, face away. You don't have to go to the bottom.
Well, it's just to let me know how much room I've got.
Yeah, good idea.
Well, you can cheat. You can cheat. off, so we have Floyd as a cutoff point to draw to. All right, cover it up. Okay. Floyd, take over on your drawing. Carol has left you not enough room. Sergio, take over and complete the drawing that Bill has done for you.
How come you didn't invite us to go to the front and ask us questions? You asked that question, we produced things, and that we had to face a wall. I would have liked to be there and talk about Stan Sakai's book.
Go stand in the corner. Tell them about Stan Sakai's book. Go ahead and tell them about Stan Sakai's book while you draw.
It's a great book. It has lots of drawings of Usagi, drawn by every style. It is just an amazing book. And if you don't get it, you'll be really sorry because it's going to be a collector's item. And if you buy it now, you can go to the convention and get about 100 signatures and make it a really great collectible. Wow. Yeah, a lot of the artists are here.
Okay, good. You're up, so just do the bell shows. Okay. Scott, you're up.
I don't know.
Let's give Scott a couple minutes. He got a late start here. Yeah, Floyd, you're out of focus here.
I am out of focus.
No, Floyd is out of focus.
I'm out of
You have
order.
any idea how to focus, Floyd?
Yes. I don't know. I know how to focus on it.
Right here. It doesn't focus. That's maybe the projector, not the.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not this. No, it is this. It is. Yes. No, that's what. Move the legs. Maybe make him dance. There. Whoa.
Scott,
Missed
ready?
it.
No.
There. Bravo.
There we go.
No.
This is what we call in show business a lull. What?
Yes. Can I cheat and look?
No, you can't cheat. Everybody has to look at the same time.
Okay.
Okay? Floyd, will you unveil the finished creation of Lay and Norman? Sergio, will you unveil the creation of Aragonis and Morrison? Scott, will you unveil the creation of Shaw and Yates? And we thank Carol Lay, Bill Morrison, and Tom Yates for all their Next assignment. There are people. Gentlemen, your next assignment. There are people who keep saying this convention ought to move to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
All right. Right. Okay. In Las Vegas yesterday, it was 109 degrees. Would you show us what a comic convention in Las Vegas would look like at 109 degrees without air conditioning? A non-air conditioned 109 degree comic convention.
Well, you have a larger piece of paper.
Right, folks, can we get this monitor turned back on? Anybody? Thank you.
It's Las Vegas, Hunter Thompson's got to be there, right?
Thank you very much. Good. Next premise, when I was coming up here to do this a little while ago, I passed a guy, the best cosplayer I've seen at this convention. This guy had I asked him to come up here and he probably got lost. He had a Star Wars Stormtrooper costume on from the neck down, and his head was Cookie Monster. And he had a sign that said, something about Darth Vader lied to you, there are cookies in space, or something like that. Anyway, so I asked him to come up here to be part of this. In fact, I even went out and had sent my assistant out and got him a cookie, which we've got here someplace, but he didn't show up. But here's the premise.
Yes.
What would Sesame Street be like in the era of Star Wars? Sesame Street,
Yes.
what would it be like during the era of Star Wars?
Oh, sure. Let me get this straight. You want me to draw the mopeds?
You're a very smart man.
No, but I don't get
You
exactly.
don't have to get stupid.
What?
It's
No,
very-
honest. The Star Wars era?
Star Wars era. Put Muppet, Sesame Street stuff into the Star
Now
Wars
I get it.
news.
Yeah, it's because when you talk, I don't understand you. Do you understand me? How many people don't understand Mark?
How many All right.
You see, I'm not alone.
You will be if you keep this up. My best friend for 35 years. It's just about over.
I do those things because I need more time to think. While you're talking to me, I'm not paying attention to what you say. I'm thinking. So I can come with some clever idea.
I never knew you thought. All right, gentlemen, you are all happily married, but there was a time when you were dating. Show us the worst impression you ever made on a date. The worst impression you ever made on a date.
I have to do that? No, it never happened. Can you imagine? Oh, please. It's the worst impression. Oh, it really happened. Oh. This is a true story.
Yeah, they all are.
I'm going to do it in 2 parts.
This one he got immediately.
I was about 17 years old, and a beautiful actress lived in Mexico, about the same age, a little older. And I used to go every day to do exercises on the roof of my friend. And when she arrived, we were without our shirts, we were showing our muscles, you know. And I came down, I had a very thin mustache like that. Show you. Sergio has the biggest muscles in his stomach. Show him, Sergio. Yeah, show them, Sergio. Yeah. And then hit him in the stomach. You see how strong they are. So boom, she goes like that, and total true story.
You want my explanation? I was dating a girl that was fairly younger than me, but she was absolutely gorgeous, and she was a roller derby queen. And she was a big, beautiful gal, and her nickname when she was on the roller derby was Baby Grand. And we went together for quite a while, but she never really wanted to. I never got to meet any of her friends, and finally I found out, and this is why we weren't dating anymore, I found out the roller derby queen was embarrassed that she was dating a cartoonist. And I think at the time I was like working at Hanna-Barbera. I mean, most people go, hey, that's not bad. You make shitty cartoons. But she should have been embarrassed by it, but she somehow thought that we were way down in the caste system beneath women that wear roller skates and punch each other.
Floyd?
yes. Somebody call me. Did somebody call me? Oh, I had to tell. Oh, I thought the picture's worth 1,000 words. This is me taking my wife to an expensive restaurant, and I'm broke. You know, my wife enjoys good food, and good food you usually find at expensive restaurants. Not always, but mostly. And I think I felt bad because I wasn't a rich Disney artist. Like all my friends. But anyway, money isn't everything, so. You didn't care? Oh. That's so sweet.
Floyd, this year, did I see you on The View?
Yeah, I was on The View.
All right.
But I wasn't
Shepherd
Whoopi
kept
Goldberg.
touching him.
What was that like? Is there a drawing you could do to tell us what being on The View was like?
It's just a room full of screaming women. I'm not sure if I could draw that.
All right.
But it was a great experience being there with Whoopi Goldberg and Barbara Walters, and
and the whole group, and it was pretty wild. It was wild. But those women were all sugared up. You know, they give them sugared drinks and candy and cookies. So by the time the show goes on the air, the women are bouncing off the seats. It's incredible.
Now, you were there in part to rebut claims that an actress had made about
Walt Disney.
Walt Disney.
Right.
That you worked with Walt Disney.
Yes, I did.
You lived through the making of Mary Poppins and saw
Right.
that whole experience there. What should these people know about the real Walt Disney?
That he was a transvestite.
No, not quite.
Walt was the ultimate Disney princess.
Walt Disney was a pretty cool dude. He was tough and he was demanding, but he was a good guy and I liked him a lot. He's been the best boss I ever worked for. He really has.
Well, anyway, we are out of time here, gentlemen. Would you join me in thanking Mr. Floyd Norman? We will reset the cartoon voice panel in just a moment. Don't leave. See you then.